Welcome to your most Twi authoritative program. Today, by popular request, we are going to treat how to negate the Twi verbs. Somebody may ask, what do you mean by negative verbs or positive verbs? Let's take these two verbs in English and then explain what I'm trying to say. In English, we can say buy or take. Good. These are positive verbs, aren't they? Yes, they are. They are positive verbs because they are commanding you to do something. It is not commanding you to stop doing something. So they are positive. Good. We can also write them in the negative form. In the negative form, we will say what? Do not buy or do not take. Yes, these are the negative forms of what? These verbs. Buy, positive. Do not buy, negative. Take, positive. Do not take, that is what? Negative. So this is what we mean by what? Negative verbs and then positive verbs. In Twi, we also have negative verbs as well as positive verbs. But the way the Twi negative verbs are identified is different from the way the English ones are identified. In English, you only place do not or don't before a verb and then it becomes negative. Twi, you have to prefix the verb with M or N and it will become what? Negative. Let's take these verbs. Let's write them in Twi and see the negative forms. To buy, that is to. When you say to, it means to buy. Fa, it means to take. If I want to write the negative of to, that is to buy, I will say this. Nto. Nto. What about take? Fa. The negative, it will be what? Mfa. Mfa. So we have nto and then mfa. If you be observant, you realize that here I prefix the verb. This is the verb to. I prefix it with what? The consonant N. And here I also prefix it with what? M. And it became negative. Okay. But the point is, how do you know that as for this kind of verb, I have to prefix it with N or M in order for it to become negative? That is what we are going to learn. But bear in mind, these are the only consonants that you have to prefix a verb with in order for it to become what? Negative. N or M. That is a basic what? Fact. Good. Having this in mind, there is one thing that we also need to know, and that is all the Twi verbs begin with a consonant. All the Twi verbs begin with what? A consonant. That is one fact that you need to know. So, how do we know that we should prefix a verb with M for it to become negative? We're going to deal with that. M, and then later on we come to what? N. Okay, let me ask you, do you remember this lead FM? That is, do you remember this? When we were learning Twi singular and plural nouns. Yeah. We said that some of the nouns, they begin with these consonants. In Twi, all those verbs that begin with one of these consonants, for them to become negative, you have to prefix it with what? M. All Twi verbs that begin with P, in the negative, you prefix them with what? M. B, M, F, as well as what? M. You prefix them with M for them to become negative. This means that all other Twi verbs that do not begin with any of these but other consonants, then you prefix them with what? N. So other consonants. Other consonants, you have to prefix them with N, and they will become what? Negative. These are the two rules. We have other two sub-rules. One for this one, and then another for this one. And that's all. So, this is what we are saying. All Twi verbs begin with a consonant. All the Twi verbs that begin with one of these consonants, P, B, F, and then M, in the negative form, they will have to be prefixed with M for them to become negative. All other consonants, that means all other verbs that begin with other consonants such as N, T, W, and what have you, they will have to be prefixed with N for them to become what? Negative, or for them to be negated. This is a fact. So we are proceeding from this point. Let's look at some of the examples of the verbs that will take M, or that will have to be prefixed with M in order for them to become negative. Yeah, for those of you who may not understand lead FM. When I talk of lead FM, I talk of what? The chemical symbol of lead. The chemical symbol of lead is what? Pb. Isn't it? And then I write FM. It helps me to remember those consonants that when a verb begins with, then you will have to prefix it with what? M, in order for it to become what? Negative. So, the chemical symbol for lead is Pb. And then I add FM. So, this reminds me of those consonants. They are what? P, Pb, FM. And that is what I call lead FM. And they are the consonants that when any of them begins with a verb, that verb in the negative form will be prefixed with what? M, and it will become negative. That is just a little bit of information. So, as we have said, all the verbs that begin with any of these consonants will have to prefix them with what? M, in order for them to become what? Negative. That is the first rule. Let's look at these examples. Let's look at these verbs. We have fa, pia, ma, and then bra. Fa, that is what? Take. If I say fa, it means take. Pia, it means what? Push. Push. Ma, give. Bra. Bra, come. We are killing two birds with what? One stone. We are learning grammar and at the same time some vocabularies. Yeah, these verbs, if you can see, they begin with F. This one begins with what? F, this. P, this. M, that. B, that. And the rule is that for them to become negative, you only have to prefix them with what? M. So we will prefix this with M, 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 and then they will become what? Negative. Let's see the negative forms and see what happens. Good. You realize that this is the main verb, fa. In the negative, it is what? Fa. Fa. I just place or prefix it with what? M. And it became negative. Do not take. It means do not take. Fa. Do not take. Mpia. Mpia. Do not push. What did I do? Only this prefix. Ma. I only prefix it with what? M, and it became what? Ma. Ma. prefix M. That is what? Do not give. Good. Bra, come. Come. What did I do? First of all, let me explain something here. I prefix it with what? M, and it will be what? Mbra. Mbra. But because of vowel harmony, the B went away and we had what? M, replacing the B. And this B and then R vanished. And we had what? Ma, ma, ma. Look at the difference between this and this. This is what? Ma, ma, ma. Do not give. Ma. But this one says what? Ma, 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 ma. Do not come. And this one is what? Do not give. Good. But we talk about it. This one. Why is it that this one, the M was doubled? We'll talk about that shortly. So here we have mpia. Do not push. Do not give. Ma. Do not come. Good. The next rule. So this is the first rule. Let's go to the second rule. The second rule is simple. We know that if a verb begins with these consonants, then they should be prefixed for them to become what? Negative. Good. If in the process of what? Prefixing the verb with M, you get these combinations, and that is what? If you get this combination, MB, then it will be pronounced So take note. If you get this combination in the process of what? Prefixing the verb with M, you get this combination, then it will be transformed into and that brings the second rule. Let's look at these examples. Let's get some verbs. Good. We have bo, bra, and then boo. Bo, bra, boo. When we say bo, it means what? Cake. Bo no. Bo no meaning what? Cake the ball. Bra. Bra means what? Come. Come. Boo. Boo. That is what? Break. Boo. Break it. Okay? These are the meaning. Like I said, we are killing two birds with one stone. We are learning some vocabularies at the same time, the grammar of Twi. Good. When you have this, you see that each of them begins with what? B. So it means that if you are going to negate it, when you prefix it with M, you get this combination. Here, we'll get bo. So we get this combination. And the rule is that when you get such combination, then the M should be doubled. And then the B should vanish. So what will happen to this in the negative form is going to be what? Mo. Mo. Do not cake. Mo. Do not cake. Okay? Good. And then bra. Come is going to be what? Ma. 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 Do not come. But you are all welcome. Good. And then boo. No. Mu. No, I will say Debbie. That is no. Debbie. Mu. Mu. Good. So, this is the two fundamental rules that we need to know. As far as negating verbs that should be prefixed with M are concerned. So we are saying that If the verb begins with any of these consonants, please just negate it by what? Prefixing it with M. But if by so doing, you get this combination, MB. If by prefixing the verb with M, you get MB, then double the M and then do away with the B, and the verb will be in the negative form. Well, this is all time will permit us, so we'll end here. For the concluding part, that is for the next two rules, check the part 2 of this video. But if you really enjoyed this lesson, then kindly subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.